mask off if you want me.
Can take your mask off if you want. Yep.
First of all, man, I want to say congratulations on the win, but more importantly, congratulations on a fantastic fight. For those of us who don't know, is that the sort of pace we can expect from you every time?
Absolutely, man. You know, well, we kind of changed the game plan, or not so much the game plan. A lot of times I come out and I box, and I'm really mobile. A lot of people know me as, you know, the guy that's going to dance around and, you know, move around the ring a whole lot. But this fight, I guess we changed the game plan, and we decided to hold my ground a little bit more. You know, we learned a lot from my last fight back September 5th. I got knocked down in the second round. It was just a careless knockdown from moving around too much, and so we went back to the gym, and my coach made some, you know, really good adjustments to my game plan, and we drilled holding my ground, and you know, it definitely paid off, man. Patience and holding my ground, keeping a good base, and you know, it definitely paid off, man.
It's funny you mentioned being knocked down, because in the first, you saw the legs buckle a little bit, he caught you with a nice clean right uppercut, and we saw you nearly go down, you managed to stay on your feet. How hurt were you?
Man, you know, the doctor mentioned that after the fight. He was like, how are you feeling? You know, we saw you get buckled, and he was like, do you remember that? And I was like, man, I was in the game, man. I don't remember that, and I didn't feel it. You know, I mean, obviously, I got to go back and watch it, you know, but I haven't seen the punch or anything yet, and I didn't feel it, so I think I was still in the game, man. It might have just been you know, one of those careless mistakes that I made, and it got caught. He made me pay for it, but I didn't go down, and you know, I'm never out of the fight, man. I'm always game, and you know, until you're gonna have to kill me if you want to beat me. That's what I always say.
Well, in fact, you came back in the second round much stronger, and for a while it seemed like a battle of your left hook versus his right uppercut. You know, every time he went for that, you could counter it.
Yeah.
With the pace, is it hard to keep a pace like that up in an empty arena with no fans? Because if there were fans in there, they would obviously be going crazy. So is it hard to keep the adrenaline going, keep it up, or is that just preparation has got you there?
Absolutely, preparation, man. You know, it's not very hard to keep that same pace. I'm very well conditioned. You know, I train my ass off every day, and you know, I'm ready for, you know, a 12-round fight. And like I said, my coach has been drilling me over and over again in the gym. You know, to stay in the pocket, stay in his chest, and continue to put pressure. And so I just went in there and executed the game plan, man. And you know, I just kept telling myself in my head, I have to execute the game plan. I can't check out. You know, because like I said, I have habits that I go to, you know, dancing around the ring and things like that. And I kept telling myself, I gotta stick to the game plan. And I felt like I did a good job of executing, man.
Did the referee tell you to stop talking to each other?
Yeah, I was talking a little crap to him, man, just because he's kind of a guy that's known, you know, to talk crap in the ring, and so I kind of, you know, gave him a taste of his own poison, and so you know, for a while the whole fight he was boxing, and usually he's the guy that wants to be the bully, and when I got up on the inside and he was holding me, I was like, hey man, what the hell, quit holding me. I was like, let's fight, get off me. And he was like, I'm not trying to fight, or I'm not holding you, I'm just trying to box or something like that. I'm not trying to be like you. I was like, this guy, you know, all of a sudden now he's a boxer and he's been a bully fighter his whole career. But you know, it's just fun, man. I'm just in there to have fun. You know, it's just business, man.
When a guy says that to you and you know you're making them fight outside of their usual style, is that like a mental, that's almost a round in your books, right? Because
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, I got you.
That's almost why I'm talking shit to him, because I'm like, I got this guy out of his game plan. Let me take him out of his game plan even more by talking shit to him. And he didn't like it. And I could tell his corner didn't like it either, but it kind of psychs him out, and he tries to, you know, throw those big shots, and you saw I was making him miss, you know, like a fool. So, you know, you talk a little shit to him, and he starts to want to rip your head off, and takes a little bit more gas out of him. I banged his body, take a little bit more gas out of him. By the time we got to the 6th round, the dude was done. I went back to the corner, I told coach, I said, he's done, man. He didn't have any more wind in him. This is my fight. And, you know, it played out in my favor, so here we go.
Well, the last question from me, and you kind of answered it there, you know, you felt dominant, you felt like the fight was yours, but when it goes to the judges, sometimes they can get a little bit wacky on the scorecards. Did you know you'd done enough to...
Oh, absolutely. I went back to the corner, I said, that's my belt. Give him my belt, because I mean, I'm fully locked in there, man. You know, I'm keeping score. I'm not just fighting to fight, you know. I'm keeping score in there, and so I knew at the end of the fight, I knew that was my fight, man, and I knew I landed, you know, the cleaner shots. I dictated. I had showed more ring generalship. I did what I wanted to do, and I feel like I said, he's usually the bully fighter, and this fight he wasn't able to do that, and so, you know, being able to keep him away from me for 8 rounds, or not away, but being able to keep him away from his game plan that I know he had for 8 rounds, I knew that was mine.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I've already had a baby girl. I'm just curious to know how it's impacted boxing in their life.
Wait, sorry.
Oh, I heard that you had a baby girl. Is that true?
Yeah, I had a baby girl back in March 16th, man. She's back home, man, and you know, I've actually gone through a lot this since she was born. I've had 4 fights canceled due to COVID, and so I've literally, I mean, I live with her and you know, and my girlfriend. So, you know, at the end of the day, I go back home to them, but I'm gone all day for training, man. And it seems like since she was born, or she was born March 16th, and I was scheduled to fight March 12th. So all the way leading up to she was born, I was training, and then that fight got canceled, and then we had another one scheduled the next month, and so I was gone again all day training, and then that one got canceled, and then another one, and then another one, and so I was literally been gone. My girlfriend's done all the work, you know, raising her, you know, all the way up until this point, and finally we get a break now, man. So I'm just glad, you know, that both me and him are, you know, safe and able to go home to our daughters and you know, spend some much needed time, man.
Great. Thank you very much. Anyone else?
You, brother.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.